Oh, dude, you know what we didn't even talk about? Did you guys see the movie Thread yet? Or
Hey,
Tread?
we're about to start. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
We're actually already started. We're live.
We're live.
Hello, I'm Matt Bergman, and you're listening to the Punk Rock Libertarians Podcast, episode 308. I'm here tonight with Jared Schneiderman,
Hey, guys.
Alexis Schlegel,
Holy shit, it's been a long time. What's up, everybody?
Craig Shute,
What's up, guys?
and Isaac Lindenberger.
Hey.
Hey. So,
Hey.
guys, by the way, I just want to throw this out there right now. We will be having a extra special after hours program tonight
Oh,
With-
shit.
with a special guest, and
Special
nobody
guest.
besides me knows who the special guest is.
Is it Ron Paul?
Oh.
Oh, shit, son. It could be
Hey.
anybody.
It's a special guest.
Is it-
It's somebody who we haven't had on in a while, but everybody's
Is
going
it
to
Pee Wee Herman?
Mike Shipley.
Mike Ship.
Oh, I think I might know. Is he a communist?
Is he?
Hmm.
Should we do like who is it right now?
No, it's supposed
Bill
to.
Gates.
Guys,
It's
I'm
a
not saying it's supposed
surprise.
to be a surprise, dude.
Fuck.
All right.
Whoever had
So
Let's
Matt,
start the fucking show then.
It's
well, how would everybody listening right now, how would they access said after hour show, Matt?
yeah. So you would go to patreon.com/punk rock libertarians and contribute a minimum of $1 per month. Then you will
Holy
gain,
shit.
then you'll gain access to our after hours program, and you'll help keep the lights on down here in Anarchy Basement.
It's one goddamn Fed note a month, right, Matt?
Yeah, well, that's the minimum. You can donate more if you like, but we appreciate anything that you can do. But yeah, that's how you gain access to after hours.
Yeah,
and that's
and
just
then-
something special we do for people who help us
Yeah.
do this.
And then Matt can pay Kyle to grind his weed again.
Yeah. So, topic number one tonight is
Topic number one.
the Lebanon protest.
Lebanon protest? We're not going to talk about the Libertarian Convention like from a month ago? Oh, we don't have to. The
I
Lebanon
thought we were
protest.
going to start with Lebanon protest. I think.
There's more than one thing on the list, so
Let's
Yeah.
fucking do it. Let's talk about it. Jared, what's going on over there? Man on the street, Jared.
Yeah, so apparently there's a whole bunch of protests going on. Not dissimilar to what's happening here, but from what I'm hearing, and this is according to the AFP, which is some press organization over there.
Is it legit? Is it legit? Is it fake news or real news?
I mean, it's mainstream media, so
Like right in the middle.
a little bit of both, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, so they are saying protesters have now taken over the foreign ministry, stormed the economy ministry, stormed Association of Banks of Lebanon, and taken over the energy ministry.
Ooh.
And they are still at it.
because You think so? All right. So
So they're pissed.
might
They're
be-
pissed because
Yeah.
they're blaming
rightfully so.
the Lebanese government for the explosion that occurred. Basically saying that, why the fuck was there, several thousand tons of ammonium nitrate just
Yeah.
chilling.
Like 10
Yeah.
times more than David McVeigh. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Oklahoma City.
And,
And
they're blaming
way
the government
more
rightfully
to bring
so.
the Twin Towers down.
Yeah, intentional or not, it's their fault. Like
Yeah.
either they did it on purpose and it was a conspiracy, or they did it on accident and it was incompetent. Either
They're-
reason is valid to be pissed about.
but is
They
that
are
definitely-
liable.
Is
they are
that definitely
liable.
the case that it was the government that had the stockpile, or because I shared
Good
something
question.
about that, and somebody was like, "Oh, it's I don't know what the company's name was. There was two different ones. People commented. Is it possible that just some company had the stockpile in the port? I really don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question, right? Because if it's a private company,
Yeah.
Then we're all wrong, and we should just become communist.
Shut up.
Well,
man.
then
Yeah,
the
we have to
other-
regulate those private companies, man. If there's the one that did it, there's no other way to stop it, man.
Well, there's also a public component, I'm sure, because I guarantee you that the government of Lebanon owns the ports, and I guarantee you that they are in charge of who has what where. And so if they were
Yeah.
allowing a stockpile to sit there for 6 years, they're also, complicit in it at least. I would
Why
think.
why the fuck did they store that much within, and you see it, and it's like an industrial area, and it's like, I mean,
That seems like
well,
where you'd store it as an industrial.
yeah, Craig, you're up in New York, Isaac, but like Jared, Matt, and me are in Baltimore. It's like Port of Baltimore. It's like, Jesus Christ, you don't have hazardous shit close to where people live, and if you do, you don't have that much fucking shit. So at the end of the day, and then the port is run by the government, so it's like you're fucking liable. Like you're fucking liable to allow this shit. Like, yeah, like rightfully so. I'm glad there's protests going on because they
So-
should be fucking pissed.
What they you said that they stormed the Lebanon Association of Banks. Is that their central bank? I think I looked it up.
Jared, I think this is
What was it?
a you
Yeah.
question.
You said they stormed the
This is
Lebanon.
your people question.
They stormed the Lebanon Association of Banks or whatever you called it, and I looked that up. I believe that's their central bank. Is that right?
I'm not sure. But yeah,
I'm
if you looked it up, I'll
wondering,
trust you on that.
I'm just thinking.
Trust you on the
I
docks.
wonder, what the is it sort of one of those things where they're just storming places that they're angry at altogether, or do they think it's somehow related? I wonder.
Or could this be, or like, here's another aspect to this. It's like, all right, it's gross negligence on said company that has stockpiled all that ammonium nitrate near like where there's residences.
So
like,
there's here's some more information that can help explain the anger a bit more, perhaps. But Aoun, who I guess is he's the president. Yeah, he's the president. He's saying that the material had been there for 7 years, since 2013. And he says it has been there, and they said it is dangerous, and I am not responsible.
Damn.
And then there's
Wow.
more information in this article that says at least 10 times over the past 6 years, authorities from Lebanon's customs, military, security agencies, and judiciary raised alarm that a massive stockpile of explosive chemicals was being kept with almost no safeguard at the port.
So here's
So it
another
sounds to me
aspect.
like this. There's no way this was just like some random private company.
Well, what
Right.
set this off? Was it bombed, or was it just a?
It
Well,
could have been bombed.
They're investigating now whether it was a missile or whether it was something else that caused it. But
Jared, thinking about it,
there
like
doesn't
what's going.
seem to be any evidence that it was Israel at this point, at least.
Well, let's not blame all your people
Well,
just yet, Jared.
people would be
But
repressed.
let's not blame all of Jared's people right now. But
No, we're
just plain devil's advocate. I mean, you figure you have right next door to Lebanon is Syria. You have the whole fucking quagmire in Syria. You basically have Russia. You have Iran. You have Iraq. You have, like, I don't know, like all these influences. Like, who the fuck knows right now? You know?
I mean, Israel has invaded Lebanon, so would not be out of the question that they would have hostilities with them.
You're
That's
right.
not-
You're right. Exactly. And then in the fact that, like, Iran funnels a lot of money through Lebanon to basically back who the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Hezbollah?
Like, yeah, Hezbollah, exactly. So we don't fucking know. Like, all right, so yes, it could be gross negligence on the owners of said property, but at the same token, there also could be intelligence from various factions that could take advantage of the fact it's like, yo, these motherfuckers got like ammonium nitrate. If we just fucking target that shit, you know, just saying, I don't know. Like, we all know what happened. It happened, but it's like, who's involved? How did it happen? Who benefits? What's like the strategy? I guess, you know.
But there's more than one way somebody could be involved. So the example I
Right.
give is like, you don't have to believe that somebody went up and strangled Jeffrey Epstein to believe that there's something else to his death, right? Because he might have been pressured into killing himself. So it would be technically true.
Wait, Craig, you're telling me that Epstein didn't kill himself?
I mean, maybe he did. My point is maybe he did, but that's not the end of the story. And likewise with this stockpile thing, it very well could be that somebody left it unguarded and, oh, gee, it was negligence, but that doesn't mean that it didn't have something.
They're paid off.
Well,
They're
right.
paid off.
I don't know.
Some mafia shit, like, hey, we pay them. Like, it's
Are
like,
you blaming Italy?
Goodfellas, the like Lufthansa incident. Like, hey, we paid the guards off. It's like, hey, guess what? You robbed millions. Like, you just, who knows?
Are you blaming Italy for this?
No, not at all. But it's just what I'm saying. It's just, look, we got to look at this from a big perspective, looking at it from all angles and not looking at it just through, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what's going on here yet. We may never know. Who knows? But it is interesting to see that.
We also don't know what exactly Alexis Schlegel has been smoking tonight.
Yeah, we don't know that either.
We can only guess. Confirm or deny. Confer or confirm.
Confer.
Cannot confer. Nor
we can confer amongst ourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
So, dude, Alexis.
Well, hold on. But I just wanted to point out, like, what was interesting. I found interesting about this was the fact that these protesters are actually, storming government buildings and doing stuff like that, which we've seen a little bit in these protests here, but not as much as I think we should.
That their anger is directed, Jared.
Huh?
That their anger is directed.
Yeah, I feel like their anger, at least in these cases, seems to be directed more toward the people they should be angry at, rather than just random businesses. Yeah, now, I'm not sure what the status of whether there have been private companies that have been fucked with. I don't know that, but this is what I saw. What were you saying, Craig?
I was just gonna say, you're right, and here, there has been some, vandalism and storming of government, like that police precinct in Minneapolis, for instance.
Yeah, that happened right by my house, actually.
By your house?
Well, no, in Columbus, they broke into the state house.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty freaky.
So I wish I was there. Of that, but it does not seem like that's even close to the majority of what this has all been. Whereas, like you said, in Lebanon, it sounds like there may have been some private stuff, but it sounds like the main thing of it was the government buildings.
Yeah. All right. What's up next, Matt?
Yeah. So, Alexis, you haven't been on in a long time. So, Diaries of Alexis Schlegel. I think that's the next topic, dude.
Fuck, dude.
So, what the fuck
too?
have you been up to, dude? Diaries of Alexis Schlegel.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's been a while since I've been on, but I went down to the Libertarian Convention, and it was a great time. Jared missed out, but yeah, it was wild. And then coming back from the convention, so
whose fucking
going
dog
down.
Is that?
Oh, that's my dog. Shit. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Go to topic number 3, and then we'll come back. Hold up. Yeah, go to topic number 3.
All right. Okay. So topic number 3. Why don't we just go from here to Trump's executive orders?
What executive orders, or which ones?
Unemployment. He did the unemployment and the payroll tax cut, and there was one other thing.
Yeah, I think it was maybe Friday or very recently.
So there's. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, because Congress was negotiating on extending the unemployment supplement, and he wanted a payroll tax cut. So what he did was he signed multiple executive orders. One would defer the payroll tax on the employee half from September 1st to December 31st, but I don't see how that's that helpful, because unless Congress passes a law between now and then making it, and ending that portion of it, you just have to pay it back after December 31st. And then the other thing was he signed a thing that would extend the unemployment supplement, but rather than $600 a week, it would be $400 a week. It was unclear how that was going to be funded or what the mechanics of. I don't understand how they're I don't understand how their budgeting works, like what the rules are. If it should just be like, well, we signed this thing and Congress didn't pass the money, but oh well, we're just gonna directly. I don't understand how that
But
works.
they can't the federal government can't appropriate any new funds, so they have to redistribute already existing funds, and the state has to cover 25% of those federal funds, $100 of the 400. Otherwise, the states get nothing.
No, he said he would request the states to do that, but it was not mandated. That's what I read in the paper.
I don't think so. Because if the states don't, I read that if the states don't have the 100, which a lot don't, they don't get anything. That's what I read.
Because what I read this morning was it said that he was requesting that the states cover 25%, but that there was no enforcement mechanism of them doing that. So.
Is this unemployment or this is
Yes, this is unemployment, and also they can't add it to the additional unemployment that already exists. They have to create a new bureaucracy, and that's not going to be fast.
Was there also did he do an executive order on stimulus checks or no?
No, he did not. There was one executive order and 3 memorandums, and that was not included. But I think Congress convenes next week again. I think they delayed their vacation, their recess, and they're going to try to come to an agreement, but we'll see about that.
They went home and they were told that they should be ready to come back. That's what I read.
They did go home.
Yes, that's what I read. I don't know.
Well then.
Huh.
Yeah, so like I don't know, can he just be like, well, I don't really like how this whole negotiation thing is going, and even though this is supposed to be legislation, I'm just gonna say we're gonna do this thing. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be challenged in court. Right.
Is Trump a collapsitarian?
A what?
That's a good question.
Well, he sure is. He's governing like one, I'll tell you. He probably doesn't know what that is.
Is he just trying to end the shit? Like he's just gonna like bring it all crashing down?
Yeah,
I don't think there's any method to his madness.
I agree with Jared. I think it's
neurotic. So it seems like there's. I mean, we've been saying this for 10 years, but it seems like there has to be a tipping point, right? At some point that like it isn't unlimited, right? That you cannot just print as much money. You couldn't like multiply the money supply by 10 and then have everything still work. You would think at some point there is a limit, but we still haven't reached it.
Well, Trump can't appropriate any new funds, so they're using the funds from the last coronavirus bill that weren't spent yet for this, and we'll see how long it takes for them to run out, but only Congress can appropriate new money. And
I mean, doesn't he have a relatively large amount of discretionary funds in the executive budgets? Like
that's what they're using
in the agencies. So
well, how about the fact that like Rand Paul called out Trump about the fact like oh shit that we should be upset about Obama. You know what I mean? Like, remember when Republicans were upset at Obama spending? You know what I mean? Like the fact that it's like, Jesus Christ, that this motherfucker in the span of less than one term has spent twice as much as Obama spent in like 2 terms, you know?
And that's every single president, right? That's what Bush did with Clinton. That's what Obama did with Bush. And every party can say, each party
it's like,
can say.
So Trump is a collapsitarian then, I guess.
I'm just saying, but that's not unique to him. They've doubled the debt under each president, in the last 3 presidents. So like
he's been through quite a many bankruptcies, so this is going to be the biggest bankruptcy that he'll have to negotiate through. You know,
all they got to do is inflate out of it and just create a new currency. No big deal.
Well, so that's why silver and gold.
Is that why we're getting away from cash?
Yeah. Oh, nice segue, Jared. Nice segue.
That was good.
Shit.
That was good.
Jared with the savvy segue. It was so smooth.
It's less smooth that we're pointing it out.
Yeah, now that you're talking about it, you kind of killed it, but all right.
Well, I just wanted to highlight that was a smooth segue, Jared.
Not anymore.
It was a smooth segue.
It was.
Keyword was.
You're totally not going home with her tonight because I called it out. So it's cool.
Oh, God.
Has
Totally
anyone
fucking
been
killed
to
it.
like a big box store in the last month or two, have you noticed that there's all these signs that say we are experiencing a national coin shortage and then no cash accepted at this register, and they funnel, I mean, there's only cash accepted at like one register out of 10 or something. Have people noticed this?
I have not yet, but I have heard many people talking about it.
Jared, you live like a potted plant. You don't get out much, but
Well, I can't. Nothing's fucking open.
well, they are. You just gotta live life. You just gotta ignore the COVID. But no, it's no.
What about the cooties? Is that fine?
The cooties, yeah. But no, seriously, like just like convenience stores, gas stations, you see these signs like due to the coin shortage.
I haven't seen any at the ones that I've been to.
Oh,
I mean,
see,
yeah.
I've noticed it more at like Lowe's and Walmart,
I've been to Lowe's.
like a big box store where you're gonna have tons of registers, and it's plastered everywhere. And I gotta think, like, how is there a shortage of?
Well, bear in mind, Jared's Jewish and he pays with bars of gold. So that's,
I would
Yeah,
buy
man.
a lot of plywood. at freaking
I
Lowe's.
think you guys are missing the bigger problem here, though. In the coin shortage, there's only 23 million Bitcoin. That's a problem. You need to make more of those.
right. Like,
Not
and
yet.
look at the
There's not
price.
23 million yet.
Look at the
Ooh.
price. Look at the price of
Touche.
silver. Look at the price of gold. Look at the price of platinum, palladium.
Oh,
like,
record
all
highs right
precious
now,
metal.
right?
Well,
Fucking
a
goddamn
record high for
ridiculous.
gold.
It's
It's a record high for gold. Silver is not at a record high because
No.
there was some market cornering thing in the 80s where it went up to like $50.
Oh, by the way, it's 21 million Bitcoin.
So Trump is a
Ah.
collapsitarian then.
Well, wait, and silver was actually so the last time gold peaked, silver was up to about $40. Right now, I still think it's around what 20 something.
25.
So it's not even a local. It's not even really a local high for. Well, I guess local within the last like 5 years for silver,
even.
but yeah, gold's been just kicking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's happening, guys. Insert Ron Paul gif. It's happening. The ladies
So-
are lights. It's happening.
Alexis, you said it's happening, and I definitely believe that about the gold and the silver. But my question is, you had said this about the basically the libertarian. I don't know. You were referring
You
to
said
like,
that about the convention.
Yeah, the convention.
Oh
What
shit!
do you-
Nice. Oh, nice segue.
What are you
Smooth.
referring to?
Just calling it out again.
Another smooth segue.
What are you referring to?
Craig, no, it's
What happened?
So all right, so after the Libertarian Convention, and we can get back to that, but post convention, driving back from Florida, so the Libertarian Party, obviously under these unprecedented times, the COVID and all this shit.
Can I
You
ask
have,
why you pronounce it like that? Does that mean something?
I think it's just mocking. It's like the
Oh, okay.
China virus. Yeah, it's just mocking it because
Dude, are you sure? Are you sure you're not dog whistling flat earthers?
I could be because I don't know. I've yet to see the curve, but anyways, I digress.
Dude, I think
You
that
guys
could be.
see?
I think that
No,
could
I'm
be a
fucking
good
around.
pod.
I'm fucking around. I'm
Dude.
fucking around. I don't
Dude,
fucking
okay.
around. I'm fucking around.
Okay, but dude, that could be a good podcast title. Dog whistling
But,
flat
hey,
earthers. Come on.
But remember when we used to talk about flat Earth shit, and now it's like all COVID. You know what I mean?
Did you guys see
COVID.
concave Earth?
COVID is distracting us from getting to the real truth that we live on a plane.
Yeah. Well, did you
We
guys
live
see
in a
concave
dome.
Earth? That's the real
I'm
crazy
fucking
one.
around. Hollow Earth, dude. Isaac.
Yeah,
Hollow
dude.
Earth, dude.
You go all the way through the universe,
There's
and
a
you
hole
see
in the
the
Earth.
other end of the Earth, and the universe is inside the Earth. And as you go in, it gets bigger. Dude? You guys know Ohio
and we're
State?
upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was on campus and I pretended to be a flat earther, and I was just like trolling people. Like, it's on my YouTube, The Lucid Truth. Watch pretending to be a flat earther at OSU. There's like tours, dude, where people are showing their prospective students and parents the campus, and I'm like,
Dude, so
Flat
you
Earth
had a Flat
Society,
Earth Society?
Flat Earth Society on campus, handing out cards and shit, dude. I don't think any of them are going to Ohio State. I really doubt it. Those
Hey,
psychos are here.
I thank you for your service, Isaac.
No problem. Anytime.
Thank you for your service, man. But yeah, shit. So
What is
coming-
happening? You said it is happening. What's happening?
so what's happening? So Libertarian convention was fucking wild. So that's the thing. Like going back to Matt's question a while back, it's like that's where I've been. Like Libertarian convention, going down to Orlando. There was only maybe about 300 people there in the delegation. It was interesting. It was just really interesting meeting like a lot of people from all over the country. And I met a friend of the podcast. Remember Jacob Lamont, Matt? And, like, dude.
Yeah, of course,
fucking,
dude.
Yeah, dude. It was fucking great hanging out with him and hanging out with like a lot of people that obviously probably all of us are, mutual friends and everybody listening to. But it was really cool during this like COVID times and these unprecedented times to actually like hang out with like-minded people and just really kind of just like having like some really solid conversations. There's just some really like, it was fucking awesome. It was very refreshing given the times we live in, and it was fucking awesome. And then that completely translated into driving back from Orlando back up to Baltimore. It's like, well, there's some states that because of these unprecedented times, because of the COVID, the Libertarian Party might not get on the ballot. So I'm driving back from Orlando back to Baltimore, and basically I asked, Matt, David Dahl, our boy David Dahl, he was just like, dude, I heard they're paying petitioners. Because the thing is, like, I don't know, I think some of us know this, but some people don't. The two parties create laws that create ballot access, like so that basically you have to get thousands of signatures from registered voters, whether Democrat, Republican, Independent, just to get third parties on the fucking ballot. Well, Maryland sucks dick. Pennsylvania sucks dick for ballot access. Maryland, it's a long story short, at least Maryland allowed online petitioning. So driving back from the convention, it's like they needed people to petition to get the Libertarian Party on the ballot in certain states where it was like literally a fucking boogaloo battleground, Like it was like, yo, if we don't get people, at least Maryland allowed online petitions. They had a lawsuit. They put in a lawsuit before all the COVID, or right when COVID was hitting. And they reduced the amount of signatures we needed to collect in Maryland, but at least they allowed an online petition. So, I mean, right, that makes sense, right? We're in a fucking pandemic, you figure you sue the government, they'll be like, well, and as much as I hate the fucking state, in the lawsuit, like verbiage, the state of Maryland said, well, you had plenty of time. You had since 2018 when we lost the governor election. So that's the shit that fucking pisses me off about libertarians. It's like, yo, back in 2018, we should have been fucking like getting signatures, and it would have been a non-issue. But then they wait till the last minute. You try to cram for exam. You procrastinate. It's like masturbating. It's fun while you're doing it. You realize until you fucked yourself. So then the COVID hit. So in Pennsylvania, which has shitty ballot access laws, Maryland lost their ballot access laws because the governor got less than 1% in the 2018 election. So as much as I hate the state, they did have a point in the litigation when the Libertarian Party tried to sue Maryland. They said, well, you had until 2018. As much as I hate the fucking state, I'm like, you had a fucking point. We fucking jerk offs are like not talking to our friends and family and trying to get as many signatures as possible. You know what I mean? And now like the COVID hit. So they reduced the amount of signatures you needed to get in Maryland and also in Pennsylvania to 5,000. At least in Maryland, they allowed an online petition, right? Now, don't you think if government makes sense and it's like, we're trying to protect you from a virus, at least in Maryland, they're like kind of consistent with whatever this, we're trying to protect you. But in fucking Pennsylvania, the Democrat governor, who's a dead man walking, he's Tom Wolf, he's a fucking piece of shit. He probably has flown to Pedophile Island with Joe Biden. I cannot confirm or deny.
Wait, Joe Biden's been a
Joe Biden
pedophile now?
Yeah, Joe Biden fucking diddles kids. Fuck him. But so Tom
That's-
Wolf,
Is that a non sequitur?
Tom Wolf is a 2-term Democrat governor of Pennsylvania, and he was one of the first to lock down the shit in fucking Pennsylvania, and he locked down nursing homes. So there's a huge spike of nursing home deaths in Pennsylvania, COVID deaths. So fuck you, Gary. It's fucking true. You look at the states with the oldest population, and they locked down fucking nursing homes and treated COVID patients in nursing homes. You wonder why in certain states there's a massive death rate and the fucking government statistics, but fuck all that. But fucking Governor Wolf, who's a Democrat, fucking piece of shit, fucking diddle kids. I guarantee he diddles kids with Joe Biden.
Everybody's
You know what I mean?
killing kids.
Fuck him. He basically they shot down the lawsuit in Pennsylvania, and they said amongst this pandemic, there's no online petitions. You have to get petitions in fucking person.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
In fucking person, dude. Like, yo, not only that, but they shut everything the fuck down. The two parties, fucking government, shut everything down. So all the OG libertarians understand, like, ballot access sucks dick because you basically have to get petitions from registered voters. So where's the prime places to go? Festivals, restaurants, bars. People will hang out. But in COVID times, this fucking dickhead governor in Pennsylvania is like, no online petition. Fuck your lawsuit. I'll lower it from 10,000 to 5,000, but it's all in person.
Wow.
So basically, I basically driving back from the convention from Orlando, I basically contacted the LNC, the Libertarian National Convention, and basically got in touch with the person at National and was like, hey, we need paid petitioners in Maryland and Pennsylvania. So I literally lost my job before the convention, hung out at the convention, and then basically got hired and contracted by the Libertarian National Committee to collect signatures for a job.
Nice.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And dude, it was for 2 weeks in Maryland and in Pennsylvania. What a fucking, like, the stories and the people you talk to and just interacting with people and the people that are willing to come out and hang out with you and like collect signatures. Not only that, but the people that are willing to talk to you amongst this pandemic and actually talk to you and sign a ballot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
so wait, this
it
is
was
Tom Wolf, right? The governor of Pennsylvania is Tom Wolf.
yeah.
Does he,
Piece
does,
of
he,
shit.
does he have a Wayfair account?
Dude, he's
He
got
owns a lot of
kids.
cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably got Wayfair cabinet shipped in.
What's
from,
his
like,
furniture like? That's what I want to know.
right, Isaac? These are the questions we'd like to ask
Backpack.
him. Right? Like, hey, can we ship ourselves to Tom Wolf's said address? Be like, motherfucker. Not only that, but you said 5,000 in Pennsylvania. We got over 10,000. We doubled the fucking number of signatures during a pandemic. Fuck Tom Wolf. Here comes some Wayfair cabinets your fucking way. Fuck you.
So where did Vermin Supreme get in on the ballot access? Because whoever he glitter bombed, that Terry dude, I mean,
But
that seems like the stage to go
Isaac, the thing is, dude, every fucking state, the two parties, because that's like the two parties create these asinine fucking laws because they want to keep out competition. So every fucking state has these goddamn ridiculous fucking laws. So you literally have to talk to people that aren't even libertarian, that are fucking retards. And you basically, I don't mean, I'm sorry.
That? Because that could be a good selling point if you just go to
could be.
and say, hey,
You
you're
are
a
so
retard.
stupid. You should sign this.
yeah, well, no, seriously. But dude, you try to talk to people and they don't even understand the world we're living in. and then the laws that keep out competition, and then the two parties. And then honestly, here's the thing: in Maryland, and Jared and Matt can attest to this, Maryland is Democrat. So if you're a libertarian in Maryland, you're really like not a threat. If anything, libertarians in Maryland push civil liberties, but we're not a threat to the Democrat machine. So 9 times out of 10 in Maryland, you say, hey, this is a ballot access petition to get the Libertarian Party on the ballot. Yo, they don't give a fuck. They'll fucking sign it. But then you go to Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is a purple state. It's a swing state. You're dealing with these fucking idiots that honestly think that their one fucking vote is the difference between Orange Man and fucking Joe fucking Biden. So then you're trying to explain to them fucking ballot access laws. You're trying to say, like, look, these two shit parties create these laws that require me trying to talk to you during a fucking pandemic to just you as a registered voter to think it's a good idea that maybe there should be more than 2 fucking parties on the goddamn ballot in a fucking swing state. You know what I mean?
Is 3 the perfect number, or would you be okay with more?
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Wait, what? I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, it's like, so that is like, it was easy in Maryland collecting signatures, but you go to Pennsylvania, dude, like, it is, because they know the powers that be double down in states that have the worst ballot access laws. So they fucking double down, dude. It's like, it's no wonder why the Libertarian Party, and that's the thing. It's like, you got to understand how to fight this shit. So that's why, like, these past 3 weeks I termed it hashtag ballot access boogaloo, right? Because I don't think the majority of people, like anybody, understands the control mechanisms, you know what I mean, that we live amongst. You know, the fact that 2 parties create these laws that basically suppress individuals, suppress voter rights. You know what I mean? It's like, but being like, and then actually talking to people, and then they're buying into the bullshit. It's like, God damn, you've been indoctrinated really good. You know what I mean? But it's selling. It's like, I don't want to waste my time talking to these motherfuckers. Like, fuck them. They're stupid. I'm going to continue on. Like, I'm going to try to, like, it's selling. But you're selling something that, like, the majority of fucking Americans have no concept. Because why? Because they are indoctrinated in a fucking public school system. And they don't even fucking understand the fact that these 2 fucking parties create these laws that suppress all of us, you know, and suppress third, like, it was mind opening talking to people and working within the Libertarian Party, try to get Joe and Spike on the ballot, getting Joe on the ballot, trying to get Spike on the ballot in Maryland and in Pennsylvania. Like, dude, we're up against. We're not, though, but because the thing is, and here's what gave me hope, is the fact we're talking, like, we're having this podcast. No, seriously, it was all the most people that were reluctant to sign the ballot access petition were fucking boomers, dude. Fucking boomers. And guess what?
Like the mushrooms?
No. No, the demographic, Isaac, the boomer demographic.
Okay, my brain just goes to that on default, so thank you.
Are you referring to the boomer remover?
The boomer remover virus. The COVID's gonna wipe them all out. It's all good.
Sounds very communist of you to be like, oh, we're just gonna wipe out all the old bad people. The new man, and
we're not gonna do it. The virus is gonna do it.
I know. I'm not gonna do it personally, but their life choices and their
those comorbidities, man.
The cohort, yeah, exactly. But I don't know. But honestly, that's where I've been. That's why I've been away for a while. That's why I've been on the podcast. That's why I've been away, guys. That's the story.
Good to have you back, man.
Yeah, but dude, seriously, like getting paid collecting signatures for the Libertarian Party, just to get them on the ballot and just talking to Boobus Americana, just talking to these dumb motherfuckers, man. It's been eye-opening.
I hope you just go up to these old ladies' doors and yell, "You're a retard," and then you just start like trying to talk to me.
Try to be
No,
nice to
no,
him
but
after
that's
that.
But no, but that's the thing, dude. I kill them with kindness because I've worked in
We'll
sales.
just talk shit about them later.
I talk shit about, like, I'm talking shit about them now. It's
Yeah,
like,
correct.
I basically was like, oh, bless your heart. I'll talk shit about you on the podcast. Because, all right, so funny fucking story. So our boy Mark Pizzacco, he's Mises Caucus. He's running for state rep, like north of Philly, and he's running as a libertarian. He's running against a Democrat incumbent. So basically, the Pennsylvania party was like, "Yo, you got to get to Pennsylvania. We need to get as many signatures." So I was getting $4 of signatures in Pennsylvania. But Mark was basically like, dude, as a candidate, I'm trying to get on the ballot. There's no Republican running. I'm running in North Philly. I'm born and raised here, like, on the playgrounds. He spent most of his day. But anyways, so he's basically like, I need to get on the ballot. So he's like, dude, I'll PayPal you $1. And then the Pennsylvania state party was like, dude, we'll give you an additional $1. So every signature in Mark Pizzacco, his in his district was fucking $6 a signature. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we drive down there. So my girlfriend is black. So we're like walking in this neighborhood and we knock. Luckily, she took one side of the block. I took another side of the block. She knocks on this door and they had the sign. And I saw it from across the street. It was like that sign, like, hate does not live here, this, that, whatever. So like a middle-aged white woman answers the door. And like our spiel was like, hey, our friend is running for state rep. We're trying to get him on the ballot. He's running as a libertarian. Would you please, like, we need, we basically were like, look, we're trying to explain to the common American, like, these are the fucking retarded laws we live amongst. Like, we are coming to you to get signatures by registered voters. Like, not anybody can sign this shit. So how many people are not even fucking registered to vote that don't even want, like, that would be all about what we're trying to convey, but can't fucking sign the shit because they're not registered voters. So then you're playing in the concepts of the left versus right, red team, blue team, all this bullshit. So like Tiara takes the street in the house, she hits this one house, a sign out front. Hate does not live here. She answers, she's waiting. Lady answers the door, middle-aged white woman. And we basically went by our script, like, hey, our friend is running for state rep in Pennsylvania, and he's your neighbor. His name's Mark Pizzacco. We're trying to get him on the ballot. He's running as a libertarian. Ballot access laws, you need to sign, like, we're asking registered voters to please sign this just to get him on the ballot. First question out of this middle-aged white woman, is he black? Mind you, my girlfriend is black. First question out of this middle-aged, haggard, privileged woman, is he black? And it's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm glad you went to that side of the block and answered that door. You know what I mean? It's fucking retarded. And then it's just like,
Is he black?
No, he's not. He's Italian. He's 13%.
He's Italian.
So
Italiano.
we're gonna
Bappada
joke.
beeppada,
We're like,
beeppada
we're gonna fuck around.
Bappada beeppada.
But the first fucking, like, I shit you not, my black girlfriend helped me collect paid signatures. Middle-aged white woman, is the candidate black? First fucking question.
So when you said that he was not black, did she sign your petition?
She did not, like, dude, I should, like my girlfriend was kind of like, my brain is shutting down right now. Like, I don't even know where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. Like, we talked about it later. But
Yeah, wait,
dude,
why didn't she just say yes or no?
Yeah.
Well, she said, well, no, my girlfriend said, no, he's not. And then
Right.
like this lady was just like, well, no, I am reluctant to get anybody on the ballot. We need changes. But I think at that time, my girlfriend was like, her brain just like completely shut down.
So are
She
you
wasn't
saying
gonna
that-
lie, like wasn't gonna be like, we're trying to say like this is just a ballot access petition.
Yeah,
We're
are you
just
saying
saying, like-
he would have signed it if he was black?
Right. And then the other thing too is my girlfriend was like, imagine, Alex, if you took that side of the block and I took your side of the block and you were the white guy, would that even be a legit question? Or what
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Like what kind of fucking retarded like 5G like 5G chess are we
5G.
playing? 5G chess are we playing
That
right now?
sounds
It's like
dangerous, dude. You want to get
5G
COVID?
chess.
It travels on radio
5G.
waves.
5G chess
Right.
is how you get
5G
COVID. Play
chess.
5G chess and you get it right away.
I think that's a good podcast title. 5G
dude,
chess.
it's like some
At least an
MK
episode
Ultra
title.
5G
This episode
chess.
That's
title.
what I meant. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Dude, how much mind control? How much mind control was like how much mind control was evident in that experience that a black woman, my girlfriend, knock on a door and a middle-aged older and like, is the candidate black? And it's like, really? That's your first fucking question. That we're talking ballot access laws. Just sign this as a registered voter, and then you do your due diligence. So all we're asking is just a fair fucking electoral fucking process.
Yeah, and you said
get
this is
a
the only
mother-
person running, right?
Yeah, so Mark was the only, he's a libertarian. We got him on the ballot. Pennsylvania, me and Jeff Douglas, Mises Caucus, fucking top 10 right here.
So you
Jeff
got enough
Douglas.
signatures.
Fuck yeah, dude, we own that shit. And
How much money did you make?
I don't know. Don't count your money before it comes in. So I don't
Well,
know.
how many signatures did you get?
750
Damn.
in
So,
Maryland and
said
and
$6
in Pennsylvania.
no, but you were getting $6 a signature.
no, $6 in his district. I got between Tierra and me, we got 46. So 46, we're at $6 a pop.
So that's what, $240? Ain't bad.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
For-
One night.
Is that
and
in like
we
a
drank
day?
Yeah, we drank some beers afterwards. That's the thing. So all I'm saying is like everybody tuning in, understand ballot access laws, understand how easy it is, but it's also all about human action. It's, just get out there, talk to people. But it's also just, most people aren't aware like the hurdles the Libertarian Party goes through in certain states just to get on the goddamn fucking ballot.
So I did that petitioning thing you're talking about. I went it was for a local candidate, and I picked a area that was like on my side of town. That was, and I actually really enjoy people. Like I enjoy talking to people. Like
Right, you get to meet your neighbors, right, Craig?
No, I did not like this. You're going up to people. You're going up to their door. You're knocking on their door. You're trying to tell them
Right.
And I think I got 17 signatures or something. It was like such
Craig, it's not for all of us. But here's what I'm saying. That's why I looked at it as the ballot access boogaloo. It takes strong sales people type persons to do this shit. You know what I mean? But as long as these laws exist, and this is why I'm like very like trying to tell everybody listening in, if this is your type of person, if you're that type of personality that gives no fucks and wants to talk to people and socialize, talk to your neighbors and just whatever, there are paid opportunities within the Libertarian Party and ballot access initiatives.
How do you get in on this? Because that sounds just like me, and I'm right on a college campus.
Isaac, I'm telling you, we'll talk after. Maybe this is the after hours. So Matt,
it's happening,
dude. We have
Matt,
a special guest on
Matt.
after hours, dude. What's up?
Well, so Isaac and I are going to talk about paid petitioning. And those that are listening right now and everybody, it's like this is how it's happening. Being paid petitioners within the Libertarian Party or any ballot and access initiative, you can get paid. If you're passionate about something and you can sell something and you can talk to people, it's happening. So Matt, tell the listeners right now how they can listen, and Isaac and I will talk about this in the after hours. How said listeners tune in to the after hours?
Yeah, so it's go to patreon.com/punk rock libertarians and contribute a minimum of $1 per month. And that helps us keep things running. And then in exchange, we give you guys some extra content over there. So
Yeah, fuck yeah. Any other t-shirts or anything?
I mean, I don't think we're ready to go to t-shirts and stuff yet. I don't.
We don't have any Hawaiian t-shirts for sale.
No, I don't. We do not have Hawaiian t-shirts for sale.
Well, maybe we should make that happen.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yet, Isaac.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So well, I'm just looking at the board here. So
The big board.
Tulsi Gabbard lost.
Bummer.
So what does this mean for Tulsi now?
Yo, she better become a libertarian. I hope Vermin recruited her.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Well, no. Did you see the videos of Vermin like talking to her?
The problem is she's not really libertarian.
She's not a libertarian.
That is a
problem. War, and that's it.
That is a problem. No, she'd be like a Nate Cole libertarian, right?
Yeah, dude. All we gotta do as libertarians, like, we just need to win the culture war. We gotta win the culture war. So
that's a big lift. That's like a lot to ask.
No, we're gonna win it. We're gonna win it. You know why we're gonna win it? And
because
that's why,
of the memes,
like,
dude.
the dank ass memes.
Yeah.
And the fact that at the Libertarian Convention, and our friend and we're gonna win this shit. Like Jacob Lamont, our friend Mosh Ray, friends of the podcast, Spike. We're gonna win the culture war.
So we're
gonna win this shit.
Like, I'm never a Debbie Downer, but
stop being a Debbie Downer, Craig.
Well, just a minute. When you kept saying how it's happening, and I was trying to get you to say what you meant, and you still didn't say it, I'm just gonna say that I assume what you mean is like, people are kind of awakening to liberty, and they're getting tired of the shit. I am not seeing that. I mean,
Craig, you live in New York, dude. You live amongst.
Just hold on a minute.
You live in New York, dude.
So, like, I don't know, say a year ago, 2 years ago, I would see a lot of memes on my Facebook. It was all, about liberty or liberty adjacent. It was about.
Well, they're fucking zucking the shit, dude. It's all being zucked.
Did you just listen for a second?
I'm listening, but I'm just saying, like, it's different now.
So we were getting all these memes, and you talk to people, and they would, you might mention something about liberty, a particular issue, and they would, they'd be open to it and interested. I'm not with my friends, with like people. It's all just like, we got to stay safe. You gotta stop. You gotta talk to them you gotta email, you gotta call. I haven't emailed.
Look, no. But here's the thing: we can't rely on Facebook anymore. The shit's been zucked.
No, I'm just saying that I feel like the winds of,
like, we're talking to Lysander right now. It's not even Matt. You refer to him as Lysander right now.
I'm just saying that the winds of, like, public opinion, I just, at this moment, I'm not saying it's not going to change back, but I am not getting the sense that it's like direction.
Well, here's the other thing, Craig. You got to think about it this way. You got a lot of douchebags that have the 3% shit. 3% basically started the revolution. I think, no, I'm saying these douchebag fake like 3%ers with their fucking bumper stickers and all that shit, and fucking FUDs. They're FUDs. They're not ready to boogaloo. But what I'm getting at is just like, I don't know, man. People, if you actually, like, dude, what I'm saying is get the fuck off the interwebs. I'm saying, dude, like, talking to people and collecting signatures and actually talking to people and actually being And not only that, but the people willing to open a door, the people willing to talk to you at a farmer's market, the people willing to talk to you at, wherever the case may be,
bathroom.
walking in a neighborhood, whatever, and you talk to them and you're like, could you please sign this signature to get a third party on the ballot? People are fucking, dude, fuck all the noise, fuck all the shit. When you actually talk to people, look, it took 3%. We're beyond 3% right now. If you actually talk to real people,
who do you think I'm talking to?
Well, I'm not saying, I'm just thinking like on your Facebook experience.
No, I mean in real life.
Well, in real life, but Craig, going back to what I originally said, you also live in New York.
I don't live in New York
okay?
City. It's
well,
basically like
yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it. In the original revolution, the majority of your state were fucking Tories. So whatever.
Yeah, but like most of the people that are here came like since 1900, so it's a little.
Well, what I'm getting at is the people that attracted people to New York are statist goons. And there are some people that see beyond it, but the vast majority, dude, you look at any state. All I'm saying is like, yeah, California people are getting the fuck out of there. They're getting the fuck out of there. There's anybody else like seeing their friends like and seeing the mass exodus from California? Jared, you got friends in California or like friends that moved out there? Craig, Isaac, you seeing it?
Seeing what?
They're leaving California like no other state.
Well, what I'm getting at is like is like people like migrating, and not only just like because you're not going to hear it in the mainstream news, but just amongst us and amongst our friends, like people migrating from like just getting the fuck out of these statist fucking lockdown, COVID-idiot, fucking dystopian, fucking like New York, California, New Jersey, even fucking Pennsylvania. Like, dude, the whole week I was up in Pennsylvania, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I feel sad for this shit. You know what I mean? Like, people are really buying into this shit.
So is
like
Pennsylvania worse than Maryland?
I don't know, man. It goes back and forth because, and I think it goes back and forth. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, is just like the fact that Pennsylvania is a swing state, so you could really benefit politically by politicizing the virus in the state of Pennsylvania.
And
as opposed to, well, yeah, but no. Because Maryland is weird right now. Maryland is, I don't know. We're like a fucking, I don't know. Who the fuck? Just disregard us. We don't exist. All right. But what I'm getting at is Pennsylvania being a swing state, being a purple state, being it's left, it's right, it's urban, it's rural, it's fucking, it's fucking wild. So why do you think that the piece of shit governor, unpopular, like dead man walking, not up for re-election, Democrat in the fucking books for fucking Biden, like diddling kids, is basically like, hey, fuck your lawsuit. You fucking libertarians need to get signatures in fucking person. I'm going to make it even harder for you during a fucking pandemic, even though there was a legit fucking lawsuit saying like that this is fucking goddamn ridiculous. So what I'm getting at is it's like, dude, it's fucking happening, man. It's fucking happening. Like when you actually get away from your Facebook friends, and then not only that, but has anybody else noticed?
Don't talk to anybody on Facebook and don't talk to anybody in my real life. Just talk to you.
No. Talk to real people in your real life. But I'm just saying, you live in New York, so shit's different up there.
I'm saying it's very similar to like Pennsylvania or Michigan or Ohio. I don't live in New York City, so it's very Midwest type.
Yeah, well, what do you think? Is it a mixed bag, Craig? What do you think?
I think that at the moment, the tide has turned away from liberty, and people are very focused on, how can I get my government check? Who's going to make everybody wear a mask?
Yeah, but you live in a welfare state, and like Pennsylvania, dude, it's really bad in states that are fucking welfare states.
That's not specific to New York. The United States is a welfare state. I mean, people living in Pennsylvania, even in Texas, it's also a welfare state. So, a lot of that federal shit is.
Well, dude, it's corporate and it's personal. But I think like people are making the connection. They're making the connection between corporate and personal welfare, and it's happening. That's what I mean by it's happening. Look, there's a lot of fucking corporate assholes that will never recognize corporate welfare, and then there's fucking dum-dums on the opposite end of the spectrum that will never fucking recognize like welfare to a point of like a hindrance, like a hindrance to your existence as a human being. Like,
all right, okay, guys, sorry, we're out of time here. We're gonna head on over to the after hours. We have t-shirts at libertariancountry.com. If you type in the code PRL, you'll receive a 10% discount. If you spend $50 or more and you use the code PRL2, you'll receive a 20% discount. Until next time, live free
or die.